Hey folks, today we're cooking mushroom sauce. And along with this sauce, we're gonna have some pasta, of course. So speaking about the last video for carbonara, some of my viewers told me that they wanted to see a vegetarian version of this pasta. So I think what could go wrong with mushrooms? Yay! So let's go! Okay, so here you can see a whole bunch of assorted mushrooms I've bought, such as king oysters, shiitake, and your regular mushrooms. I also have a big pack of cream. Also there is a half of white onion, a big clove of garlic. You can add a few more if you want. It's about 3 pounds of mushrooms, or about 1.5 kilograms. You also need a large bowl to put your diced mushrooms in. I slice the mushrooms into bite-sized pieces, about 3/4 of an inch or 2 centimeters. They're going to shrink during the cooking, so don't be afraid to keep them big chunks there. Usually I cut off the buds from the mushroom stems. Believe me, you don't want to know what they grow these mushrooms in. After 10 minutes of dicing and slicing, you should have a full bowl of beautiful and fragrant mushrooms. Now we should chop the onion. I usually chop it into tiny pieces or even grate. I don't really like when there are soft pieces of onion hanging around my food. So chop it as you like. Don't listen to me. Just make sure it's fully cooked in this sauce. Bigger chunks need more time to cook. The next victim is a garlic clove. I found that grating garlic gives a lot more aroma rather than crushing or chopping. Maybe it's just me though. Take your biggest pan that can fit all this load of mushrooms. As for me, the biggest I have is my wok. Next, I'm going to add a generous drizzle of an olive oil, enough to cover the bottom. If you like measurements, I would say it's about 4 to 5 tablespoons. No worries, mushrooms are hungry for oil. You'll be drizzling them with it for the next 10 minutes. Wait until your pan, skillet or wok is pretty hot and dump all your mushrooms right in there. Let them cook over a medium to high heat to give your mushrooms a nice crispy skin. After a few minutes, you might see that all the olive oil is gone. Got sucked by those bloody mushrooms. So don't be afraid to give them a little more. Give them a nice stir once in a while. Make sure everyone is cooking evenly. After about 10 to 12 minutes, you will see that mushrooms have shrunk significantly. This is the time to add onions in there and cook for about 5 to 6 minutes more. So right after that you can add garlic and stir well. By now your kitchen should smell like heavens, believe me. Give onion and garlic a few more minutes to cook together, take a taste for salt, and if it looks good, pour a bunch of cream in there. Just enough to get all of them covered. I think I used almost 3/4 of the pack, So about 650 to 700 milliliters or 20 to 24 fluid ounces. Turn the heat down and let it simmer gently on a low heat for about 20 minutes. Doing so will reduce the cream to a thicker consistency. If it's not thick enough and you don't want to spend more time, you can add some starch or flour to thicken the sauce. Just be careful to not introduce any clumps. So dissolve it in a tiny bit of water and pour it in. When it's all done, set aside to cool down and start working on your pasta. Use some magic snap to boil your water. Then add a bunch of salt, at least 1 tablespoon. As Italians say, your pasta water should be as salty as a sea. So today I'm up for some penne pasta. Honestly, with this sauce, any pasta will be good. So toss about half of the packet into the pot. Cook as directed on the package. For me, it's about 9.5 minutes to al dente. When ready, transfer your pasta out of the pot right onto your plate. Don't scoop it with a sifter like I do, use a colander for God's sake. I'm doing this only for this video, so you can see a process without me running around with pots and colanders. The last step is to generously cover all your pasta with delicious creamy mushroom sauce. Grate some Parmigiano cheese and, to be really fancy, decorate it with fresh basil leaves. Because why not? Alright guys, so it's ready. I think it's time to try it. Not poison myself. It looks good so far. It's good. Good. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go finish this. And you like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you want to see next. See you in the next episode. Bye.